Hi, I'm LP Master 6. That's right, and welcome back to... That's right, yeah, I had to specify. Pokemon Blue Randomized, and we're immediately going to start with a bunch of fights that I'm going to cut out, hopefully. Yeah, I already had to go back and heal after that very first fight, so this is going to be a fun time. Oh, and that first guy had a Gyarados with Dizzy Punch. Oh, thank God. I don't know why Sludge kind of got me there. I was flabbergasted. Okay, well, Ponyta's the lowest level again, so Ponyta's gonna stay in the lead. We'll get to our philosophical debate, I promised you at the end of the last video, eventually. We are finally getting to the point where, like, we're just seeing the same Pokemon over and over. So I get to cut fights out, so I'm not even complaining. Plus, they're interesting fights anyway. I don't mind fighting a Squirtle with Rock Slide and Bind again. That guy had a Victory Bell, which we haven't fought, but we did see the old man in Viridian catch one. So, alright, we will swap back, because I don't want to go back and heal, and I like to level up the starter the most, in case you guys haven't figured out my leveling system. Alright, you are technically required, so I can't stand the way boyfriend is parsed. Come on, Nabogasawara, please! It's one word! Like, unless you're saying friend that's a boy, but then you wouldn't say that. Nobody says, oh, I'm going, a fella doesn't go say, oh, I'm about to go hang out with my boyfriend. Like, that would be jarring and weird. That's not standard language. Now, unless it were a joke. Because, you know, girlfriend, you know, like my friend that's a girl, which I feel like, I don't know where that came from. Because, like, people in society automatically assume that your friend is going to be the same gender as you are, which makes no sense. But that is more statistically likely, you know. Okay, let's get a move on here. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, don't screech at me, please. I don't want to have to go heal more. Do you hear the cats meowing? They're playing with mice. Not real mice. We always get those out of their mouths and take them outside. I luckily have never had to do that while my wife's not home. My wife is always the one who takes care of that, and I'm very, very grateful. We absolutely have to swap Slowpoke out after this so his defense can reset. Porygon. Now that is interesting. Let's see if it... hopefully it can't take Ponyta out. That would be nice. I think it's... Oh, it's it's normal anyway, so we're just gonna... If that's the best attack you got, I'm very okay with that. Ooh. So, humor, right? Yes, I'm going somewhere with this. People seem to latch onto... I was in bad condition! People seem to latch onto humor in anything, no matter what it is, whether it's serious or not. People seem to latch onto humor the most. Like, in YouTube comments or, like, just memories they have, people love the funny stuff. Now, I find this fascinating, because why is humor at the forefront, but nobody ever talks about that? Went back and healed again, but it's like, out of all the emotions, why does humor bring us the most joy? I mean, that's something I'll acknowledge out loud, and it's not like people are trying to not admit that or say it. Can't stand girlfriend is supposed to be one word. I've never, ever seen a crit do 1 damage. That's amazing. Hey, we finally have everybody at the same level. But, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, humor just hides all the pain in the world. And they see that as a good thing, but I think it just feels good to laugh. You know, people like watching comedy movies the best, right? Sorry, I'm fixing my hair. Out of all movies, you know, I don't like horror movies, but a lot of people do. They like that thrill, but not everybody does. But most people like a comedy of some sort. People like jokes. Even the most stoic people like to laugh. For the most part, anyway. Sorry, why am I struggling? Okay, yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We finally have everybody all the same level, and it feels so good. I said we were gonna get another Pokemon on one of these routes, but I have no reason to go into the grass. You know, we're gonna encounter a ton of wild Pokemon of a ton of different types, so we're good to wait. Okay, that is useless. Imagine if I accidentally forgot to move this guy down, so we would have had to come back here with Cut, only to discover, you know, it didn't give us anything good at all. It's the worst move in the game. At least one that can pop up in a TM? I don't know if Splash can be in a TM now here. Okay, we're getting to see a Lapras. That's a new one. Do you guys think that, you know, humor is just to hide the bad things in the world? And, you know, do you think it's healthy to make dark jokes to mask the terrible things that are happening? Personally, I think so. Like, to look at things in a light of, it's okay, everything can be fixed, so you can joke about it. But I know not everybody's going to say that. A lot of people are going to think, oh, you know, this is just to make you feel better, to distance yourself from an actually terrible issue. So I guess I think it's good and bad. But what do you think? The philosophy of humor. You know, I'm not going into too much detail here. I had a lot more to say about it, but I keep having to cut things out. And I realized I never finished my conversation in Mount Moon about Banjo-Tooie and how it's stressful. Like, this is my first time playing it. It's on Nintendo Switch Online, and I finally come to terms with the fact that they ruined the analog sensitivity, and that makes it so impossible to aim. It's still okay for most games. Even GoldenEye, it was fine for me, but I couldn't finish Perfect Dark because of it, which was a huge shame. I was looking forward to playing that. Looking forward to it! But in Banjo-Tooie, the minigames are a lot harder because of this, because there's a lot of precise aiming you have to do in this game. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Ice will take out... Oh, well, no. So can Venusaur. We're going to go with Confusion, I think. This is our first time seeing a Kakuna, so that's neat. But Banjo-Tooie is frustrating because there's just so much. It's the most overwhelming game ever. And a lot of times you got to go back to get something, to go back to get something after you figure out what you need to go back to get. And then you have to go back and change back into your regular form, and then go back only to realize you forgot to do something, to go back and get something else to go back. And then you have to go back to change back into your regular form, only to go back to get the item. That happens a lot. That's a little bit of a drag, but once you get used... A little bit of a drag? I meant that it drags on. I've never used the slang term drag, not ironically, so that's funny. What are you sending out? You know what? We'll stay, because we can use Confusion on YouTube. But no, the game is really good. The first world isn't great, so I was a little worried, but it picks up quite a bit. But I had to look up well over half the stuff in the fourth world, which was crazy to me. Like, you know, I don't have the brain capacity, the time, or the patience that I used to, so I couldn't really do it that well. We don't really... in an RPG, you know, plot points like this, if you could call this a plot point, I mean, well, this does help the whole Kanto theme of, like, really advanced technology. That's the whole thing here, that everything's advancing. Technology is fancy now, and you don't get a lot of that in later Pokemon games, which we'll see when we get there. You know, some of them are more traditionalistic, some of them it just depends on the town. But Kanto, just everything's kind of modern. You know, I guess they didn't know what to do, really. I guess the oldest feeling towns... Palatown is supposed to be newer or something? I can't remember where I read that. But it has Professor Oak's lab anyway. Alright, thanks, Bill. We appreciate the tickets. The ticket, sorry. I'm thinking of Jason's Pokemon Adventures, my old hack series. You can still look that up. Where, you know, he gave us 4 tickets because there were 4 main characters. Because he had collected them over the last few years. But because this was the year after Fire Red and Leaf Green took place, that Jason's Pokemon Adventures took place, he had given 1 to Red already, and he gave us the remaining 4. So after over the past 5 years. Okay, there we go. Not that you guys give a shit. Ooh, I'm so excited. You know, Christmas Eve is tomorrow. I'm going to record some more of this in the morning. And I'm not going to record any on Christmas. I'm sure I'll record some the 26th, maybe the 27th. I might actually beat this game before we go on our vacation, and that'll be fun. In that case, I won't have anything edited yet, so the audio levels could be terrible. Something could be horribly wrong with this game, and I won't have a way to find out until it's too late. But I think everything's going to be okay, and I don't have to be so paranoid. Now, what are you going to have for us, buddy? Also, why... You know, I always go up to him and talk to him, but why does he stop you? Technically speaking, you know, first of all, you don't have to have dig. I guess they just want you to fight Team Rocket. But why does he stop you if he wants to stay hidden? Why does he out himself there as we're just trying to walk by? That makes no sense for the plot. Yeah, you're not going to be that helpful. No! Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, we're stopping this ASAP. I bet your physical stats aren't that great. Nope. See, you wouldn't have used Spore in that turn because you wouldn't have known I was swapping out. Whatever. We'll just go heal off their sleep after this. Everybody will get experience from Golduck. Using Spore on me too, but you didn't do that in the Misty fight. Oh, this sucks. Are you gonna keep using agility? Alright, yeah, we'll just double edge. Oh! Wait, it didn't affect us? Not that it missed or anything, it just didn't affect us. That's weird. The way this AI works is so strange. Okay. I keep saying AI, but, I mean, that is what it is. It's just that's the word we use for all of this nowadays. That's not what anybody... I mean, yeah, some people would have called it that in... Oh, we need our flying move. Okay, we'll just let Slowpoke wake up naturally. In 1998. Hey, that's a good sprite. Except maybe the foot. Ho. You've got a flying move. Well, guess what, buddy? I'm about to take you out in one hit, I bet, with a flying move. If I wake up. Oh, Dizzy Punch. Okay. Please don't confuse me. Oh. I mean, yeah, I would wake up. You gotta be kidding me. Nope, we're gonna keep trying. I'm not gonna swap out. Wow, okay, what a moveset. Dizzy Punch, Ice Punch, and punching, you know, that's pretty appropriate for Primate to have. Hypnosis and, what was the other move? I already forgot. I like how it's just using random moves. No! Oh, god damn it. Alright. Let's just... Oh... Don't use Hypnosis, please. Oh, yeah, Peck. That was the other move. Okay. Waterfall might be our best bet. So I bet your special is pretty low. Alright, maybe we'll use Confusion next. I don't know, it just feels good to use Confusion as Venusaur. I really don't know why. It doesn't actually matter. Stop! I give up! I'll leave quietly! TM28, what is it gonna be? I'm excited. I'm gonna be sad if it's Dig. Because it's not supposed to... Well, I guess I won't be too torn up about it. Venusaur being able to use Wing Attack is interesting. That's a good move. And I believe, you know, our attack is pretty good. I could get rid of Thunder Wave. We haven't really been using it. We've been using Confusion. Double Edge is just a classic normal type attack. I really want to have that. So, well, having flying moves on 2 of our Pokemon doesn't seem that useful, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Thunder Wave was mostly for catching Pokemon, and I never remember or bother to use it, because Venusaur kills everything in one hit anyway, as far as wild Pokemon go. Alright, I will meet you back. See, he's going to tell us to keep the TM. Oh! I didn't realize the text was changed. Now, we should have talked to that guy with the TM, because I think that's what makes him say, "Ah, you can keep it." But now, we just used it, so he doesn't realize we got it back, and he thinks it was stolen. So, that's when we're a bad guy. And I think I told this story already in yellow, but it's so stupid. You know what? We'll drop off Ivysaur, because why not? And maybe we'll find a wild Pokemon here, so I'm going to go ahead and save. Actually, wait. I think it's time to split the video. Yeah, it definitely is. Sorry for the mouse clicking, you guys, but... so, I had Guilty Conscience by Eminem and Dr. Dre. Well, Eminem featuring Dr. Dre. The instrumental playing in Jason's Pokemon Adventures as this edgy voice. His evil dark side, basically. The character Jason, the main character, obviously named after me. Was like, no, keep the TM. You could use it. And it was supposed to be this dramatic moment. But the reveal of this evil entity, I don't even remember where that plot was going exactly. But it was like... just with that rap instrumental playing. Yes, keep the technical machine for dig. As if that's supposed to be a huge, like, what? I'm LP Master 6. Goodbye. Goodbye.